Hello, this is the Tradesight U.S. Stocks and Futures Market Preview for going to Tuesday, the 9th of December, 2014. Hope you had a great trading week so far. Here's a look at the ES. This is the S&P E-mini front month futures contract daily chart. Rolled over a little bit. We were down. S&P lost 15 and the NDX NASDAQ lost 33 on Monday. We were pretty stable early on, and then we got something that spooked the market to the downside over lunch. We'll take a look at that in a moment here. Meanwhile, the NASDAQ side, here's a look at the NDX, also got under that moving average for the first time since the middle of October. Let's be aware of that. Strange time of year for some of this activity to occur. Meanwhile, here's the SOX. Also rolled a bit, but still above the moving average. Biotech index gapped up and ran today 50 points. A lot of the biotechs were very strong. Oil closed about $63 a barrel at 63. Look at that. New low close for... Boy, let's go back. Let's look at the weekly chart of this thing. Let's see how far back you have to go to find this. Not since, let's see, so this is 2014, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 2009 since the last time oil was this low. You can see that drop off when the economy fell apart. And even then, we were briefly in 2008 back in the 40s and 50s, but this closing low of 60, wow. I mean, you're talking, that was 2009 with the big plunge there. So you're talking, I mean, with the exception of maybe a 6-month window, this is the lowest oil has been since it first broke out in 2007. So, wow, that is pretty amazing. But yeah, there's a look at the current oil on the weekly. Not pretty at all. All right, let's take a look at the intraday action and see what we got here. Let's see what the market did for the session. So here's the ES in 5-minute bars. You can see we had a little gap down. We ran up. Didn't quite fill the gap on the ES. We're just holding steady. Real boring, basically 2.5 hours in, right at just after noon, middle of the lunch hour Eastern time, and then all of a sudden, big bar down, stabilized a bit and sold off in the afternoon. So the NASDAQ side, on the other hand, did fill its gap down, filled it. Again, it was just sitting break even 2.5 hours in, and then everything fell apart. You'll notice the look at the Comer 13 buy signal with the pink risk line marks the low of the day. Nailed it. All right, so what do we look forward to tomorrow? Well, you know, with everything that's going on here, obviously, we've got to be aware that this is a first day break to the downside, and we'll see if that leads lower. It is a strange time of year to lead lower. But we do have a full open week here. In terms of economic data, tomorrow morning, wholesale inventories and the JOLTS job openings, both 30 minutes into the stock market. Wednesday, we've got some minor data. Thursday, we've got the retail sales, import-export prices, and the weekly jobless claims numbers. Friday, we got PPI. So it's pretty much a wide open week. None of our big economic data is coming out. Next week's a lot bigger stuff. So it should be just a straightforward trading week. Let's take a quick look. Also, NASDAQ volume closed at 1.5 billion shares is all. Actually climbed in the aftermarket there. 1.8. There it is. 1.8 billion shares. So it's a decent volume day. Most of that picked up late, right as that news broke the market over lunch. So that's actually the best volume we've had so far in December and basically since first week in November. So that's interesting, but it was news driven at the time. All right, we will be calling it as usual in the lab. Look to see you there. Have a great trading week.